Previously on All My Children.
Maria's not well. The doctor ordered that she stay...
I'm out of here.
Maddening how some people try to come between mothers and daughters. I think they should be shot, or re-educated, or both. So are you going to be able to come to my adoption?
Yes, she'll be right there. Thank you.
I don't need to see a doctor. I mean, it was just a little slip on the
You
ice.
are going to see Joe.
I can work it out with Steve.
Oh, yes. Well, Steve is a terrific trainer. Joe is a terrific doctor.
It's just a little kink.
Yeah, oh, come on now. Just indulge me.
All right, I'll indulge you if you do me a little favor, okay? Will you stop by and see if Maria is okay?
Are you really worried about her?
Well, I mean, I'm concerned. You know, she's been so cranky lately, and we all have to live under the same roof together, so I don't know. If we're all going to live happily ever after, I guess I feel like we have an investment in this pregnancy, don't you? Holidays special. Jamaican mountain roast.
I'm not supposed to. If the supervisor walks in.
Don't worry. I have another cup. Press credential. I'm doing research. Genetic testing. Wave of the future. There you go. Enjoy your coffee.
Whoa, that is good.
I bet you're about to be deluged by lab data.
Yeah, the logjam breaks today.
Great. I want to catch the results when they come in for that paternity test. You know, how can bed rest be so tiring?
Because you're worrying? Don't. Things are going to work out.
They have to.
Hey, look. The first 3 months are the toughest, right? And you breezed right through that? You didn't even know you were pregnant.
Honey, that's it. It's the not knowing. What I would never be able to forgive myself if this happened because of something that I did.
What's the matter? Why are you so hell-bent on blaming yourself, huh? What could you have possibly done wrong?
All right. I'll drop in and make sure that Maria's okay.
Thank you.
Then I will check on you at the hospital after your appointment with Joe.
You know something, if I didn't know better, I would say that you were keeping tabs on me.
Yeah, somebody's got to.
You can trust me.
Yeah, well, trust you to come up with a cosmetic crisis that'll keep you from your doctor's appointment.
I promise I will see you at the hospital. Okay?
Don't you forget.
I won't forget.
Janet?
Good morning.
Well, you're here early. Well, have you found an ingenious way to launch Abandon?
Are you sure about this? I mean, there's so many new perfumes on the market.
Yes, but this one is going to be sensual yet coolly chic. This one is just going to have the feel of a modern classic, and the whole launch has got to reflect that. I want a really cool blitz all over TV, all over print, everywhere. And the buzz has got to be that fresh, new look about the campaign and the product.
Well, you've certainly sold me.
Well, good. Okay, now where can we get our seed money?
Well, I've got an idea. We have a product called Fresh Perfection. It's been a really slow performer. If we retired it, we could use that money for Abandon.
Oh, these numbers are incredibly weak.
Yes, I'm afraid Haley's baby went belly up.
Well, Haley would be the first one to scratch the whole thing if she were here. Okay, what were the startup costs on this?
What? I'm sorry.
Are the holidays still taking their toll?
It's the first day the kids are back at daycare.
Is Amanda down there?
I don't know.
Now, Janet, you know you're not going to be able to concentrate until you go down there and see.
Erica, I'm afraid it just gets harder and harder to walk away from her. You know what she did? I mean, she's so dear. She gave me this Christmas present to give to my little girl.
Oh, Janet.
And on Christmas Eve, I went over to leave a present on Trevor's doorstep. I wasn't going to intrude or anything, and he found me. And I was able to spend a few minutes with Amanda.
You mean that Trevor has had a change of heart?
No, I don't think so. I think the holiday spirit probably caught him off guard. It's probably just a one-time thing.
Well, then you have to take him to court as planned, because your daughter needs you.
The only reason I was going to fight Trevor was because I thought he was slipping into some deep, dark depression, and he wasn't giving the kids the attention they need. But he seems to be recovering, so things will get better.
Janet, you have a right to a relationship with your daughter.
I'll only bring her heartache.
That's not true.
I gave up my rights when She's better off without me in her life.
No, you don't believe that.
After Amanda was born, I didn't see her. I didn't hold her because I was afraid of establishing a relationship. I felt that losing Amanda was my punishment for all the terrible things that I'd done. But when Laurel died, and after Trevor had that accident, I thought that maybe I should become a part of Amanda's life. But things have come into focus, and I have to do what's best for my little girl. I have to get out of her life once and for all.
All this paperwork. Hurry up and wait. Physical therapy was never so good. Brad had the right idea hooking me up with this Eldon guy.
Oh, yeah, well, I'll pass it on to him.
He's got moves that'd wake up King Tut. I'm gonna be climbing mountains by next week.
Oh, that sounds great.
I just wish I could hang around Center City and go whole hog on it.
Well, you sound pretty serious about this.
Well, the sooner I get myself in shape, the sooner my life begins. My future hasn't looked so good since I got hitched to Laurel.
Well, you know what? Maybe we can hire some assistants, get someone to help cook and clean and take care of the kids and all that.
What are you talking about? I thought you claimed that turf.
Yeah, well, actually, I might be moving in with Brad.
Great. Well, he's a doctor. Laurel will be very happy about that.
Yeah, I think she would.
Yeah, you hop on the Happiness Express, I'll get hooked up with Brinks.
Do they do housekeeping?
Well, man, he's gonna need an armed guard more than cooked carrots. Janet finds out about this, she'll be on it like a heat-seeking missile. No more Mr. Softy like I was Christmas Eve, letting a Planeteer land right in the house. Next thing you know, she's gonna start talking about visiting hours.
Hey, would that really be that bad?
What, are you nuts? I want my kid to grow up normal.
What are you talking about? Amanda is normal.
You think she's gonna be normal if she finds out that her bio mom is a murderer? Right now, she thinks Janet is a nice person. Let her think that.
Well, she's going to have to find out sooner or later, Trevor. Come on.
Let her grow up first. Come here to see Dr. Gately. Pierce Riley. Hey, Trevor. Hey, how you been? Thank you. Okay.
Okay, I just got off the phone with Judge Hale.
And she'll preside over the adoption?
Yep.
So, am I going to have to testify?
Oh, no, honey, it's not like a trial. She's going to conduct the proceedings in her chambers. It'll be private, though.
But we'll probably have to answer a bunch of questions and stuff, right?
No, actually, everything has been recorded already in all of the papers. She'll make some remarks, you know. She'll talk about the duties and privileges of being part of a family. And the responsibilities included in the seriousness of the bonds and the fact that the family is the foundation of our society and... Nerves?
Oh, no, I was, just thinking about what to wear.
Laura, you...
I fooled you, huh?
Yes, you did. So, you're not having second thoughts.
No, I want this just as much as you do. Well, and,
Yeah?
well, I was wondering how you might feel about inviting a couple of people.
I thought it would be great if we'd have some people together and celebrate afterwards. But if you want to have some people to the ceremony, I think that would be fine. Who did you want to invite?
Well, I hope you don't mind, but I was thinking if it was okay with you that I would really like it if...
Oh, sweetheart. Scott's more than welcome.
I am supposed to manage tension. I'm supposed to use all of those stress-busting techniques that I've supposedly mastered.
Nobody but nobody can manage through the stuff you've been through without some twinges.
But, honey, what if those twinges hurt our baby?
Maria, you can only do what you can do. Your father died. You had to say goodbye to your sister. That's a lot to bear.
Honey, I just feel like I should have done a better job.
Of what? Chanting at the wind at sunset? Would you quit trying to take the weight of the world on your shoulders? Okay? Not even one bit of it. Okay? There are some things in this universe you just can't control.
All My Children, brought to you by Bear, powerful pain relief and so much more.
You are the sexiest mother-to-be I've ever known.
Well, I hope you haven't known too many.
Now that you mention it.
Say.
How are you feeling? Erica's been worried about you, and so have I.
I'm fine, thanks. I have no more pain and no more cramps.
Great.
Would you tell Maria what a superwoman she is? I have to get young Master Gray ready for his morning stroll.
Oh, I want to go with my men.
Well, next time, baby. And somebody besides her husband has to give her permission to unhitch this wagon load of guilt she's been carting around.
You're feeling guilty.
Ever since that first twinge, I'm scared to death. Will I lose this baby because of the one night that I spent with my husband's brother?
You think this is retribution? Some karmic justice? It isn't, Maria. You don't deserve punishment.
Why not? Why not? I am just like any other sinner.
We had both been desperately hurt. We thought we'd lost the people who'd meant everything to us, that we'd been betrayed. Now, what we felt, it wasn't passion.
It doesn't make a difference. It doesn't.
Maria, in my heart, I believe the baby you're carrying is Edmund's. And that baby is perfect and will be safely born and raised by the two people who gave it life.
Thank you. Thanks for saying that.
I am going to get those test results. Whatever it takes. We need to find out confirmation of Edmund's paternity now.
But I've already told you, I'll cover their identities. False profiles, aliases, or numbers. You know, it really doesn't matter. You see, they are the heart of the piece that can grab our readers who don't have your grasp of the scientific and technological advances. You, of course, are the intellect, the mind of the piece.
But it's a delicate balance.
Your grasp of the advances in your field is so firm, clear, and inspiring. I need you, Andy. I would never jeopardize your job. And isn't the name issue a moot point anyway? Surely this couple didn't register under their real names.
No kidding. I ran into the husband at the opening of your sister's place.
Holidays.
Yeah. I'm sorry you weren't there.
Me too. Back to the couple.
Oh, yeah, he looked familiar when I saw him here. I realized why. He's big money, a power player. Has a real high-profile lady in his life. She was there, too, at the club.
And you recognized her?
Well, who wouldn't? Of course, she wasn't who he was with here.
Oh?
That's why you have to stay away from this.
What, because you know who the man is? I mean, what does that have to do with you helping me with my story?
Someone that rich and powerful could make a person regret fooling around in his life.
Andy, I'm not doing an expose.
It's too dangerous. You'll have to start from scratch, track some other couple through their fraternity test, or maybe go another direction entirely. I'm not letting you see any test results.
Oh, I love this. And there's a little sandalwood in there, too, isn't there?
Very good. Well, you said you wanted it clean and modern.
Yes, and also erotic and distinctive.
Mm-hmm.
Janet, what do you think?
Oh, I'd buy it.
Oh, so would I. Okay, but just to be sure, let's just run it by a few test groups and hold number 1 and number 4 in the hopper.
Marvelous call. Oh, so glad you're back, Miss Kane.
So am I. Thank you. And call me as soon as you're ready.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, it's like opening up a bank vault and seeing all this money in gold. I mean, you were fantastic.
Well, did you ever doubt it?
But you've got this cosmic sense of scent, this genius for fragrance.
You'd be quite a publicist. Are you sure you're married to accounting?
Well, that's what I do best. And you? Is there anything you're not good at?
Well, I never think about that. Certainly would never admit that. Anyhow, right now, right here, this is where I belong.
You love it.
Oh, I was born for this, you know? Oh, I have missed this beauty business. The excitement, the creativity, the stimulation, pitching ideas.
Oh, it's all such heady stuff.
Oh, it is. But it wasn't a given, Janet. Not at all. I mean, yes, I was a fabulous model. Yes, I was a fabulous celebrity. But isn't it funny now? It's just the grit of the business that really excites me. Isn't that funny? How sometimes you just fall into something?
Yeah, some people do and some people don't.
Janet, forgive me this Pollyanna moment. But everybody can find something that they really love to do. I mean, sometimes life is bleak and then wham! You just find yourself in the middle of everything and happy. And I tell you, I don't think I've ever been so happy in my life.
Well, you've got everything you want. Your man, Bianca, a great job. You've got the whole package.
Janet, you know that you could have some happiness, too. Janet, please don't let your insecurity, your fear, stop you from pursuing a relationship with Amanda.
I just can't escape my past. I'd rather die than do anything that would hurt her.
You're afraid that your little girl will hate you. But you know something? Children can forgive their mothers almost everything except not being there for them, not loving them enough. Amanda needs someone to brush her hair and whisper secrets in her ear and tease into reading her an extra bedtime story and have girl talks with and midnight snacks. Now, no one fits that job description better than you do. Amanda needs you.
Erica, I've got too much baggage. If I try to play a bigger role in Amanda's life, she's going to be that much more disappointed when she finds out who I am and what I've done.
You know, I think you're selling yourself way too short. I think the big disappointment would be losing you. That would be the terrible crime.
No. I've got to make a clean break now, before she gets attached, while she can still cope.
Janet Green, you listen to me. You have got to stay in Amanda's life because you brought her into this world. You owe her. You owe her all the devotion, all the understanding, all the love that is in you. And you have so much to teach her about forgiveness and about hope and about this amazing and very rare feat you have accomplished. You've changed. You really have. The old Janet is not the Janet who is here now. Amanda needs you. She's a part of you. And she needs to know that she's a good part.
Listen, you guys, I'm gonna let you guys catch up, so I'm gonna go make a phone call. I'll be right back, all right?
Sure.
Okay.
So when things blew up with Janet, other stuff came out. Stuff I needed to talk about, good stuff. So it was kind of like a little miracle. My soul got kick-started and my legs started moving too.
You never know, huh?
No. Hey, who knows? Maybe you always know.
I do believe you've been shrunk and lived to tell the tale. Did the shrink survive?
Barely. I made it hard on him, but I gotta admit it was the right thing to do.
I'm happy for you, Sarge.
Thanks. So what about you? What are you doing back here? Santa Fe too hot for you?
No, old problem flared up. The mind wars. That's why I'm seeing Gately.
Gately, the shrink that you were seeing before, right after El Salvador, right?
Yeah, right.
I thought that was all over with, taken care of.
Yeah, me too. Till the flashback started up again. Even before I left town. Yeah, I've been seeing the room where she was murdered. The blood. Lots of it. Christina.
And this is going on while you were here. Why didn't you talk to me about it?
Hey, your plate was full enough, all right? It's partly why I left. Better to freak out among strangers.
Yeah, I don't believe that anymore.
Well, I haven't gone off the deep end or anything, but, hey, what could it hurt to see the dark, huh?
Nobody knew about it. Not even Brooke. You didn't tell Brooke.
Hey, look, I was leaving. Why get into it?
No, talk about your unsolved mysteries. You and Brooke, that was the biggie.
Well, hey, Trevor. There was always like a ceiling with us. We couldn't break through it. Hey, I needed more.
You still feel that way?
If she's smart, she's probably gone on by now.
Hey, so Pierce, what's going on? What are you doing back in town? You got an art show or what?
Mr. Riley, Dr. Gately's ready for you.
Hey, thanks. Great seeing you guys.
Yeah, you bivouacking here in Center City?
Yeah. Got a room across the street.
Hey, well, why don't you come around Pine Valley? There's a lot of people there who would love to see you.
Yeah.
I'll make it over there. Can I get anybody a refill here?
Oh, hey, it's great coffee, but I've had my limit, thanks.
Me too. I have to be on my way. I have something to pick up.
Ooh, a secret something?
You just never mind. But it's something that I'm going to bring to the ceremony.
Interesting.
See you.
Bye.
Bye, Scott.
It seems really right running into you here. Where I had one of the best nights of my life.
Yep, New Year's was the best.
Having someone standing next to you at midnight and knowing she's an incredible and beautiful person and wanting to kiss her and waiting for the stroke of midnight and the whistles and bells and streamers and... It's not midnight right now, is it?
I don't think so.
Well, it must be someplace.
I can't start over. I've done 6 weeks of research on genetic testing, and my deadline is Monday.
I can't compromise this facility.
Well, Andy, I would never ask you to. I need you.
I can't give you any more info. It wouldn't be right.
You're quite a guy. Unbelievable.
I don't care.
No. You're great. Vanishing breed. A guy who personifies ethics. You, Andy, you are, well, that's the thrust of my article.
Isn't this getting a little out of hand?
Well, blame yourself. I mean, I set out to write an information-packed piece, a PSA, if you will, until you open my eyes to the possibilities. What happens when men of honor like Andy Fowler are supplanted by money-grubbing sellouts? If we can wipe out diseases by manipulating genes, well, can't we create the perfect human by doing the same thing? And are we entering a brave new world? Will future generations be designed by their families? And who will make the decisions? Will there be any guardians of decency? Well, cloning catches on. We need to copy the good guys. Guys like... Well, here I go again, climbing up on my soapbox. I must be getting on your nerves.
No, I shouldn't have been so harsh. I'm sorry.
No. Well, I'm glad you did. Made me see you in a whole other light. Tough. Determined.
Well, it's just... Well, you should have seen the mountains of forms and papers they made me sign when I took this job. I practically had to swear in blood that I wouldn't violate any rules or reveal any client's information. Yes? Thanks. He's here.
Who?
The man who calls himself Mr. West. The one who'll squash my career like a bug if he finds out I'm talking to a reporter.
All My Children will be back in a moment here on ABC.
Mr. West, sir, what can I do for you?
Two things.
Yes, sir.
You saw me at a party on New Year's Eve. Was that a coincidence?
Yes, completely accidental, like I said at holidays.
And it will in no way impact on the professional and confidential nature of our contact?
Of course. Not. Of course not.
So the results of the paternity test will remain completely private. We're 6964-7, correct?
Absolutely. Whatever information and test results I handle are supplied only to the clients who requested them.
Good, good. That is very reassuring because I would hate to be in a position to have to retaliate.
Never, sir.
All right, the second reason I'm here is that I want the test results as soon as possible. Now, how can we expedite things?
Well, we're in a backlog situation because of the holidays, but I feel sure that the information you're looking for will be in today. Tomorrow at the very latest.
Tomorrow at the very latest. Good, good. Andy, try to relax.
Thank you. How much did you hear?
Enough to know that you're right. He's got power and wouldn't hesitate to use it.
So you can see why I can't let you have any of that information.
Hello, Joe.
You've been staying in bed, as ordered?
Yes, I have. As a matter of fact, I can't do a single thing because the hawk is watching. Actually, he's been really wonderful. He won't let me do anything.
Excellent. Any more cramping?
No, so far, no cramping and no more spotting.
I think that little baby is quite happy staying right where he or she is. And I think everything's going to be just fine. I would like you to get Dr. Claytor's official okay, though, before you resume any normal activities. He'll be here this afternoon.
Okay, then I'll stop by later.
Yeah, don't want my favorite doctor taking any chances. You take care.
Okay, thanks, I will. Bye. Thinks we're out of the woods.
Hi.
Erica, you look lovely.
Thank you. Well, you're looking very handsome yourself, Joe.
Oh, my goodness, you're doing man's ego good.
Well, I really adore seeing you. But really, this particular visit is not necessary.
I see. Well, just humor me. Dmitri told me you had a fall. Have you felt any pain in your back? Or in your legs? Or your neck?
No, nothing really. I mean, just, I have a little stiffness in my lower back. I guess I'm bruised, but it's nothing really. Dimitri's just overreacting.
Have you felt any spasms?
No.
Numbness?
No, nothing. I'm fine, really.
Well, just to be sure, I think we ought to get an x-ray of that lower back region.
Well, I guess I'm not going to get away until I cooperate, so, all right.
Have you had any x-rays? When was the last time you had them?
Oh, in June I had dental x-rays, a full set.
Is there any possibility that right now you could be pregnant? Erica?
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be dramatic, but I mean, do I look pregnant? Your question is really taking me by surprise.
Well, the question really is routine. Because we certainly wouldn't take any x-rays if there was even a remote possibility.
Well, I mean, I guess it's possible, but I don't think so.
Ah, well, I think we ought to make sure.
Look, this seems really silly to me, but I mean, okay, whatever you say.
I say, let's be safe.
I can't wait. I can't wait for that judge to declare me Brooke's daughter. I mean, my mom and me were a family, but it wasn't Main Street, USA.
Do you remember when we first met in that little convenience store at Willow Lake?
I remember your dog.
Oh.
No, that was such a great summer. I mean, me and Janet and Pierce in the cabin, it was the closest I'd ever been to what I thought was the ideal family. Only it didn't last.
Well, this time you have the real thing. And it'll last.
Yeah. Place to come home to. As long as, well, forever, I guess.
And where they have to take you in.
You won't believe this.
Well, sure I will.
Well, the minute I walked into Brooke's house, I felt like I belonged there.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was weird. It wasn't like I said, oh, gee, what if this lady adopted me one day? I mean, I wanted it so bad I could taste it, but I didn't dare say it out loud. I was really afraid, you know, so I covered it on the outside really well, but I always knew on some level that it would happen. Like, there was sort of like a mystical connection. It was kind of a recognition thing. Like, when I walked into that house, somewhere deep inside, I knew that there was a room there for me, and there had been a room there for me since forever.
Hey, sweetheart, what did I tell you? Haley's not here.
Can't we wait?
Amanda, Haley doesn't work here anymore, and I need to get home because I have a lot of work to do.
I've got to ask Janet something.
Well, Janet works here, too, and she doesn't have time to just come tootling down for a visit.
Daddy, it'll only take a minute. Please, you can call her. Pretty please.
Okay, she's just going to have to tell her yourself. She works here, and her work isn't daycare. She could get fired if she ignores her work.
Hi, Janet. Did you miss me?
Hi, Amanda. Long time no see. Erica wanted these projections.
Yeah, I guess we're all busy, huh?
Hi.
Amanda and I got a scoot, but she's determined to ask you just one little question. I keep trying to tell her that you work here and you just can't come tootling down for a visit to any old time, but maybe you could explain that to her. You know, how you work here, you're busy, you don't want to ignore your job, and maybe how you won't be seeing that much of her anymore?
You look so pretty today.
Thank you.
But your dad's right. I'm very busy here, and I probably won't be able to spend that much time with you now that the holidays are over. What question did you want to ask?
I want to meet your little girl. When do you think I could do that?
Don't go to the hospital just yet. Couldn't you find an excuse, you know? Stay in bed all day, I could take care of you, wait on your hand and foot.
Sounds great for me. Boring for you.
No, I would love every minute of it. I'd be watching my baby grow, watch you grow.
Oh,
What is it? What is it? Another cramp?
no. It was the baby. The baby just moved. It was like a little tiny flutter, like it's like a little butterfly trying its wings. I love you. Don't worry, Andy. I understand. You know,
You don't know me well enough to trust that your Mr. West would be protected, and you, my source, too. But it's too late for me to start on a whole new case. Without you, I'll just have to scrap the whole thing. And, pray that my editor doesn't fire me.
I would help if I could.
Well, if you could just make this tiny leap of faith, everything would be fine. I hope that you'll reconsider. Just think of what we could create together. All you have to do is just share a little knowledge, a little intellect. Help me out a little. What's that? That's it, isn't it? The results are in.
Well, it's a good thing we did that little test. You're pregnant.
You're going to have a baby.
All My Children will be back in a moment, here on ABC.
Next week on All My Children.
So how long do I have to wait to find out what you want?
Maybe you should sit down.
She's my mother.
She has to go.
She's all the family I have.
Erase your dirty history from her life. Never, ever tell her that you're her mother.
This is the hardest thing I've ever had to do.
Hey, baby, whatever it is, we can handle it, okay?
Paternity test of Western.
The Oprah Winfrey Show is looking for families who wish they spent more time together. If work, school, and household chores make it difficult to spend quality time with your family, call 591-9111.